Alright, my delicious people. So, today's video is a serious video, but it's not a negative video. So, voice changer is off, but don't worry, I'm not gonna be, you know, saying anything that's a bit too negative. Although, there's two parts to this, and that is what is gonna affect the channel, which is first, which that would be pretty good. And the second one is going to be a personal situation. So let's start off with the channel first, and keep in mind it does have a question for you, which will be also repeated in the, what's it called, the community tab. So there's that. Also, there's a fish inside me. I don't, I'll deal with that later. Anyway, so essentially, channel-wise, my question to you is, what do you want to see? I got a new computer, and I also set up a few things with both Twitch and YouTube. So essentially, both Twitch and YouTube are steadily growing, and it seems to be cascading into each other since I do mention my YouTube and my Twitch together. So some of the newer subscribers are actually old people, and some of them are actually people who are coming from the other channel. So essentially, if you have Twitch active and you have YouTube active, or you can basically just have either one on, and that's pretty great. But essentially, I can play anything. I did some math in my head, as well as some math in a calculator as well, believe it or not. Essentially, I can play any game in the entire world, as long as I can get it in Hawaii, which is just America. So essentially, whatever Americans can get, I can have. And so, yeah, I can play anything. So my question to you is this: what do you want to play? And what do you want me to play, essentially? I focus on Warframe and a lot of games like Warframe. Robots, looter shooters, loot-heavy games, PvE style, online games, and I think that's it. There's still four things, so yeah. And so yeah, anything like that I can have. And next month, on December I believe, I will give you guys a cute little present of getting the game, honestly. How it'll be played on Thursdays and Fridays, and I will leave it completely up to you guys as well, YouTube specifically. Because I mostly focus on YouTube. I'll bring it up on Twitch too, but they're mostly just gonna be giving me ideas, and Discord as well. So if you want to hop into Discord, fuck with me a little bit, and as long as you're not too aggressive with it, then I'll be able to put your ideas there too. And throughout this month, I'll be putting up polls and stuff like that. I will also be doing more videos for a reason in the second part, but essentially, I'll also be focusing on making music videos. It'll be mostly gameplay and stuff, but it'll also be gameplay of the video that the music was made in. So essentially, I will be having a separate music video for the music I made for my my videos, essentially. Keep in mind, it's decor, and it's specifically decor from English versions of songs that are allowed on YouTube. Essentially, as long as I'm using those specific songs, I should be fine. Keep in mind, if you just so happen to be one of those artists, I can take them all down and also stop using your music. If you just let me know first, that way we don't have to get into like legal issues, because I do not have the resources, the patience, nor the like willingness to fight on court or something. I just don't have the patience for that. So don't like strike me or anything, just let me know. Anywhere, honestly. I check my comments every single time I get the notification, which is why I have so many hearts on my comment sections. So yeah, there's that. And I guess after that, I'll just say it's time to move to the other thing, which is a little bit more serious, but essentially, did you notice my mood is different, and my talking is different, and all of that? when you watch my streams, at least on YouTube, or my videos, or I say video. Essentially, when I got sick on October, it actually turns out that my body was purging toxins. Essentially, I was on a medication called Depakote, as well as another medication called Resveratrol since I was 8 years old. And even though I didn't take it regularly, it gave me a huge side effect, which was extreme sensitivity. And because the sensitivity also affected how my heart felt, I was also extremely emotional just because the pain in my chest from being emotional would cause issues because it would be so extreme. I no longer have that. I am a little bit aggressive, but that's just because, to be completely honest, it's the way I learned to talk. Because I have not spoken to a real human being, or at least somebody voice to voice, until 5 years ago. So I've just learned to be a dick. I'm not trying to be, it's just how I have learned to speak. So sorry about that. It's just, I don't have aggression necessarily, but if I get excited, I'm going to talk as if I'm aggressive, and I'm sorry about that. But essentially, no more Depakote or Resveratrol toxins in my body, so I am currently very stable when it comes to emotions. I just talk negatively. That's basically the gist of it. I think I repeated that 3 times. But essentially, that's why I'll be able to do videos more often. Because not only am I not tired, but I won't be perturbed by change as much as usual, to a point where if something changes, I'll literally just move on to another thing. Right after I'm done soaking about it, which I soak for a while, but not as much as I used to, which would be like a whole 24 hours. But I'm finally, what is the word actually? I know free would be appropriate, but it's also a bit extreme. I don't know what vindicated means, and I'm assuming that's similar, but it's also like a big word that I don't know. But essentially, I feel like I have less weight on my shoulders from my own body. So I'll be able to do videos on a whim. I've actually been doing a couple videos on a whim. I got one of them interrupted though, so I never finished it, but I'm planning on doing a special sort of video for Christmas as a little bit of a thing for you guys. And there's also a chance that I might even be able to increase my video making production to both Thursdays and Fridays as well, as long as I have something to make a video about, you know? Expand my audience, do something different, not make just, I almost said sleep, lunch with Gina's, and Warframe videos, because when it comes down to it, I need to hop on a hype train, and I haven't been able to for a while, since I don't like making negative news, because I'm not a news network. I'm essentially more of a teacher and an entertainer, so I don't have anything to teach you about layoffs, because I've honestly never been laid off before, so I don't, especially since I'm not in a gaming industry, so I don't even know if it's a negative thing or not. It's like, yeah, I don't have a place in that conversation, so I'm not going to be giving a note on that. And so, essentially, to sum it up, I have more time, more patience, and more ability to make videos, and I also have this thing where I can now play any game I want. And honestly, it's going to look pretty beautiful. I mean, you can see my Ureli right now. She's got lots of fluorescent shininess to her legs and arms and stuff. Very cute, very cute. And so yeah, I have the ability to play games, any of them. So whatever you want me to play, I'll play it. As long as it's voted on, because I do not have that much money. So I'm gonna have to like basically make sure that I get the right game. Oh, a little bit of rules for that though. It has to be a game that came out the month before or further. because I cannot wait for a game. I have to get it on the first of the month. So yeah, there's that. And then the next part of the summary is I have no toxins in my body anymore, or at least like not the bad ones. So I essentially have the ability to be emotionally stable. And right now I'm just working on myself communicatively, so I can communicate better, essentially. I do get excited and start like getting to a point where I do like jump up and down a lot, but that's just because I guess happiness is a different feeling than you would think. It just makes me super excited. Oh, I can also spike my adrenaline, and I've been doing that lately, which is very fun. So yeah, there's that. So I hope you have wonderful, wonderful nightmares. I will see you in them, and yeah, if you're watching my content, I know you're into it. So have fun, and please, for the love of God, hydrate so you can be more productive. Honey, honey. Good night.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget